we're going to do the exercise on page 259. And it says you have to be looking at the exercise, shopping. There are pictures and words that you need to refer to. Below are the names of several Paris stores. Using the illustrations as a guide, talk to a classmate about where you are going shopping and what you plan to do. So there's a picture of an item of clothing, and above it is the name of the store. So the first person asks, Où vas-tu? Where are you going? And the second person can respond, Je vais au Monoprix. I'm going to the store Monoprix. Which, by the way, is a very common surface store, like a big... I won't even do an example because you guys live all over the country. Anyways, qu'est-ce que tu vas acheter? What are you going to buy? Je vais acheter une chemise. I'm going to buy a shirt, a collared shirt. So we're putting into practice here. Note the, well, obviously the vocab, but then note how there's au Monoprix or chez Céline or whatever, au and chez, in order to refer to the places that we're going shopping. So I suggest you have your textbook open and kind of like a Monoprix is kind of like a Walmart. I'd say, yeah, sure. We'll just say Walmart. Yeah, sure. Okay. Maybe no groceries. All right. Any questions about this exercise? All right. We're going to do breakout rooms. Remember my stipulations with breakout rooms. I want you're going to be in there with one other person. The person whose name is on top goes first. So the first person you just know that immediately. That first person will say, Où vas-tu? Where are you going? And the second person will say, Où vas-tu? And then you can, or je vais, or whatever. And then you can switch places the next one. Try not to, so okay, wait. So that's first part, is just first person whose name is on top goes first, and then you switch places. Second thing is, this is really your chance to practice speaking. So I encourage you to, obviously if your mic doesn't work, you can't, or you're really sick or whatever, then don't speak. But if you can, go for it, because you can practice writing on your own at home, but you can't quite practice the speaking with someone else quite like you can in class. But again, if it takes more than like 10 seconds to get ready, to get connected on the audio, then just start writing because you don't want to waste time. Okay, so I encourage you to speak, but don't waste time trying to make it work. Don't waste time talking, saying you can go first, kind of thing. Okay, all right, let's go. Breakout rooms. I'll start with 4 minutes.
I'll just type them down because I don't know if you can hear it or not.
Hello, are you guys here? I can't see if you have been typing already. I just can't see any typing right now or speaking. All right, that seemed pretty good actually. Quite an effective use of timing for just about every group, I'd say. Maybe everyone. Give me some feedback. How did it go? Oops. Really well, good, pretty good. It went well. It was great. It went great. Awesome. Once we're able to figure out the pictures. Yes, I didn't expect you to finish them, but good. Good work. All right. Let's do this exercise together. Page 261. We have 3 columns here. These are the directions. When you see what people are wearing, you can often tell what they're going to do. How many different logical sentences can you make? Don't worry about the 5 minutes. Using the elements of A, B, and C. So we have column A as our subject. It could be André, Sylvie, Paul et Eric, or Michel et Anne. Those are our subject options. B is what their options for what they're wearing, different clothes. And then option C is what they're doing with their clothes. So just make as many combinations as you want. So go ahead if you want, and I'll do one up here. I'll say Sylvie porte un maillot de bain et des lunettes. So I picked 2 clothing options, which is fine. And then I'll say parce qu'elle va à, or let's see, la plage, le plage, à la plage, because she's going to the beach. So this is actually a super useful, practical type of exercise because we're connecting clothing with activities. We were wondering, when it said chez the store, do we say chez de store or no? Not chez de. You could just say chez, and then the store name. So like chez, what was one of them? Like fufu or something like that. Oh, kokai. Totally the same thing. All right. I'll give you guys a second. So don't forget to say they're wearing, like porte, or you could say mettre, like putting on. They're currently putting on. I could have said Sylvie is putting on. Oops, excuse me. Un maillot de bain. So this one right here, I want you to say that he's wearing the casquette. Right now you're just saying Andre, baseball cap. When you say he's wearing it, Michel et Anne portent des robes. Very good. Entrer excuse me. Okay. Entrer porte un costume parce qu'il va. I'll let you finish that. Sylvie porte une robe. Elle va dîner en ville. Very good. Dîner in French has one N and a little accent on the I, but you got the right thing. Excuse me. Okay, so good. Entrée porte un costume parce qu'il, he is wearing the suit parce qu'il va à dîner en ville. Okay, so right here, I think you're saying because he's going to dine in the village, in town, right? He is going to dine. Remember our two parts? Let's stretch out the sentence. There we go. So first we have to change elle to il because he's a boy. And then va dîner, right? So right now you're saying because he goes, has, dines. Parce qu'il va, remember our two parts of our future, near future form. So you have the va, which is good. That's aller conjugated. And then the second part needs to be just simply dîner. Do you see why? Diner, D-I-N-E-R. Okay, so you're trying to say right now that he is be hold on, let me move this. Okay. Because he is going to eat in town. Right? So we have our two parts of is going and then to eat. So we have the is going is conjugated form of aller, and then dîner needs to be in the infinitive because that's how we do the near future. He is going to eat. Right now, the way it's written, it says because he is eating in town. Oh, you got it. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. No, you don't have to. Like I said, she goes to the beach, but I could have said she is going to the beach. Elle va aller à la plage. All right, I'm glad we worked that out. Entrer, casquette, jouer au tennis. Okay, so for this sentence right now, this sentence right here, you're saying Andre baseball cap to play tennis. We need you to say he's wearing a baseball cap because he is going to play tennis. So you're kind of missing a lot of the construction bits of that sentence. André porte un costume, il va dîner en ville. Good fix. Sylvie porte un sweat, elle va faire du jogging. Perfect. Near future. André porte un short, il va faire du jogging. Perfect. André porte un maillot de bain, il va la plage. So that's not really anything. It should be il va à la plage or il va aller à la plage. Paul et Terry portent des lunettes de soleil. Ils allaient à la plage. Okay, I'm so glad we're doing all these because this exercise is really good to see where you guys are having some troubles. Okay, so first part for this. This verb is an ER verb, porte, and your subject is plural. So, I mean, that was good thinking, MJ. It was good thinking. It just wasn't quite right. So, porte. Can anyone tell me in the chat, how do we conjugate the ER verb porter for a plural subject? Very good, Charlotte. Remember our ER verbs? I'll do a little box up here. Our endings are E, S, O, N, S, Z, ENT. We remove the ER and add the proper ending. That's how we conjugate ER verbs. So first we have to say Paul et Eric portent des lunettes de soleil. And then right now the second part is ils allaient à la plage. They to go to the beach. So it looks like you're trying to say they are going to go. So you're missing part one of the near future. So why don't you fix that and then I'll come back to you. Good. Paul et Eric portent des shorts et des sweats. Ils vont faire du jogging dans le parc. Well done. That's a great one. Sylvie porte une robe rouge. Elle va aller à un concert. Très bien. Okay, you're getting closer on this one. André porte une casquette. So your sentence right now says, Andre wears a cap. Awesome. To play. That's how I see. Okay, so in English we say he's wearing it to play the sport, but in the way you're saying it right now is does not make sense in French. We want to say André porte une casquette. He's wearing that because he va jouer au tennis. Or you could do a second, have it be a second sentence. Il va jouer au tennis. I hope that makes more sense now. Sylvie porte un short parce qu'elle va jouer au foot. Well done. Ils vont aller à la plage. Good fix. Well done. All right. Good. I'm so glad we had this exercise to kind of work out the kinks. Because this one's so free-for-all, you kind of really get to see what maybe misunderstandings you guys have. Any questions about these? Please ask if something doesn't make sense to you, why it is the way it is. Well done, you guys. Good work. All right, if there are no questions, I will move on. More vocabulary. So our first conversation was, where are you going? What are you buying? Kind of the general, like going to the store kind of thing. And then we learned the vocab words for clothes that you'd buy. Now we're talking about the conversation we're having in the store with someone. How much is this kind of thing? Or help me find something. Dans un magasin. Pardon, monsieur, madame. Remember, it's really important to say excuse me or pardon to begin with and wait for them to respond. It's important in French culture. Vous désirez, may I help you? Remember, you've seen this expression in our cafe section. Same thing of, can I help you? Je cherche, I'm looking for pants. I'm looking for a red dress for a wedding. Whatever, okay? Quel est le prix? What is the price? Combien coûte? How much does it cost? And combien est-ce qu'il or elle coûte? So we have 3 ways about asking for the prices of things. First, we have quel est le prix? What is the price? You could say quel est le prix? I'll do an example sentence. Quel est le prix for? We want to say, what is the price for ce casquette? Ce means this. Side note. Not just a hat or the hat, but this one right here. Okay, quel est le prix? What is the price for? And then we have to add pour ce casquette. Combien coûte is how much does it cost? So this one we could just say combien coûte ce casquette? Oops, question mark, not period. So note here, we have to, for this one, we have to add for the hat, and this one we could just say how much costs the hat, essentially. And then finally, combien est-ce qu'il or elle coûte? How much does it cost? So for my example casquette, it's masculin, so the version of it is il. Combien est-ce qu'il coûte? Because if I want to say, if I'm talking about the casquette, which is masculin, it's masculine, and I want to say how much does it cost, I pick the masculine version of it because it is a masculine noun. Any questions about these 3 ways to ask for the prices of things? Okay. Side note, if you're ever in France or a French-speaking country and you're in a store and you want to ask how much something is, you can just, if you just say the word combien, that means how much, they'll know what you mean. They'll know that you're asking for the price, just combien. Obviously, I want you to remember the full complete sentence, but the most practical thing to say is just combien. Pour means for. So you're saying like, what is the price for this cap? How much costs this cap? All right, so we're going to do breakout rooms. Don't worry too much about that slide. It's a little confusing. So I want you to, we're going to go back to breakout rooms, and I want you to take turns being the salesperson and being the shopper. So the shopper can just first start out by like, excuse me, monsieur, madame, and then we have to wait for them to respond, vous désirez. And then you can say, oh, je cherche, and then come up with, use the vocab list of all the clothing items or accessories or whatever, je cherche. And if you want to get crazy, you can add what occasion you're wearing it for, like this exercise. And then they can say, oh, voici un pantalon. Here is, or, so, okay, actually, let me do it this way. Voici means here is. Voilà means there is. So you can use, when you're the salesperson, you can say it either way. Voici, like it's right here, or voilà, over there across the room is, across the store is the item you're looking for. And then you can ask, and then the shopper can ask what the price is, and the salesperson can, you guys know your euros. You can just say, oh, il coûte or elle coûte 12 euros or whatever. Okay, any questions on this? All right. Let's do it.
Okay. Are you able to talk or do we need to type? Voici le pantalon. Quel est le prix? Pardon, monsieur. Oh, combien coûte le...
All right, how was that one? I had an extra minute because it looked like it took some people to get going. 2 minutes wasn't quite enough, so 3 was good, I think. Pretty bad, pretty good. Okay, bad, because connection, you didn't understand what to do or what? We did really well. Good. No mic. Okay. Yeah, that's why it helps if you can, of course, try to get find a do class somewhere that's less distracting. Maybe didn't know what to do. Okay. Side note: if you're ever in breakout rooms and the person you're supposed to be practicing with is like not connecting or having tech issues or not writing or whatever, you can just start doing the exercise on your own, like practicing by yourself. Ah, yes. So you could, yeah. Okay. All right. Now, okay, so first we had a conversation about where are you going, what are you buying, kind of general, what kind of store are you going to. Then we talked about and all the clothes that you could buy. Then we talked about how to ask a salesperson how much something costs, where something is, how much something costs. Now we're talking to our friends wearing the clothes, saying, "What do you think about this clothes?" Okay, so we're being very practical. Where are you going? How to buy it? Um, where in the store is it? Please help me find stuff. How much does it cost? And now, how do I look in it? Dans un magasin. Okay, or at home, I guess it could be. Qu'est-ce que tu penses du? What do you think of this dress? What do you think of this sweater or suit or whatever? And then you could also ask comment trouves-tu, which literally means how do you find the following thing? They mean the same thing. Like, what do you think of this thing? And then tu penses, you think so? So here's the adjectives we can use to describe the clothing we're wearing. Joli, élégant, génial, chouette, à la mode, moche, démodé. The little accents means we pronounce that E. Démodé. Okay? And then more neutral ones, we have petit, grand, small, big. Court is short, long, long. Cher and bon marché, or cheaper, like a good deal. Yes, joli can be spelled with an E if we're talking about a feminine article of clothing. Remember we learned about adjectives and how we have to make them feminine or plural depending on what our noun is. So I could say pantalon joli, une jupe jolie with an S, and des chaussettes jolies. Actually, I think they're masculine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, all right. Can I have Emma? Can you read this column? And MJ, can you read this column?
Okay, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so joli, elegant, how do you pronounce this again?
Génial.
Génial, chouette, à la mode, moche,
Démodé.
démodé.
Good. And then the word for cool, which is used like people in conversation, like cool, chouette. Good. All right. Good job, Emma. All right, MJ. Good. It is bon marché. And then this one is actually court. Yeah, I think you said corps, but that U makes it a tight court sound. Good job. Good fix. All right. So let's have a conversation. Oh, sorry, verbs. Chercher, to look for. Coûter, to cost. Penser, to think. Penser que, to think that something is ugly or whatever. Trouver, to find or to think. So trouver has two kind of meanings in English. We could say trouver like, oh, hey, look, I found the shirt I was looking for right here or whatever. You could also ask like, what do you think of it? How do you find it? You know, when you're asking someone's opinion. Oh, I think that's je trouve que c'est démodé or whatever. All right. And then, so let's go to breakout rooms and talk about our clothing, the way we look. So this one should be kind of a little bit more fun. Hip is à la mode, in style. Good question. All right, so you need to ask each other. So start with on page 262. You can do as much of the other stuff as we did as you want, but let's focus especially on what do you think of my dress? What do you think of this? And use as many descriptions as you can, like, and you can be silly if you want, you know, like Xavier can be like, comment trouves-tu ce or mon robe rouge, you know? And Xavier and Madison can be like, c'est un peu court. It's a little short. Okay, so you could say un peu is a little. It's a little short. It's a little c'est you could say c'est trop. It's too big. Grand. Or then say mais c'est chouette. Okay. C'est démodé, mais c'est chouette. It's out of style, but it's cool. Or whatever. Any questions on this one? This one should be kind of more fun. Give each other some good mental pictures of your outfits. No questions? Then, yeah. All right, then we will go. And I'll give you guys like a full 5 minutes because it's kind of a longer conversation. Oops. Okay.
Alrighty. So I guess that I start then, right? Yep. Alright. I guess. Um, je peux robe. Je peux
Chouette.
Chouette. Oh, okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Good job.
Qu'est-ce que tu pensais de maillet de bain? Des flotteuses. Alright. Let's keep going.
All right. We're back. How did that go? It seemed pretty good. Maybe more effective than last time, than the last breakout. Fine. Went well. Yeah. Well, I hope there was at least a little bit of humor. I feel like there was more room for a funny conversation if possible. Quite good. Good. Good job, guys. It was good. It's good hearing you guys practice speaking. You're doing well. All right. The last little tiny thing is the numbers. So we've learned up to 100, and you kind of can do the rest from there, right? Because it's just like 100, and then the ones after that, 101, 112, whatever. Okay. A little side note though, if we want to say 102, 102, we say 100 and then 2. If we want to say 200, we say 200, 200. Same as in English. 102, 102, and then 200, 200. 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and then 1,000 is 1000. And that's that. We are out of time. Class is over. Here's your devoir. Email me if you have any questions. I will post the answers to the test tomorrow, and you can grade it yourself. With the answers, I will give a detailed. So I'm going to post the answers in the discussion board, and then I'm also going to send the answers in an email, and that email will also have lots of detailed instructions about grading. So have a great week. Au revoir. I'm glad tech stuff was worked for the most part, and good job speaking today. Au revoir.